Hi everyone, my name is Farahin Zain. As the requirement for Advanced Foundation Engineering final project, I have to create a video of how I utilize the STAAD Foundation Advanced software. STAAD Foundation Advanced is one of the software that can generate geotechnical modeling and foundation systems. For my project example, I will utilize on how to modeling foundation supports. The summarization of this project example that I will create the foundation supports until assigning the load. And later we can generate the load. If you can see in the screen, this is how it will look when you click on the software. For this project, I will use general mode, and then I create new file. And it will look like this. There are so many details in the left side of the screen. There are project info, and for my project I will use a foundation plan, and I use the linear grid setup. So on the right side of the screen, I will enter the details that I will be used. I'll change the unit to meter, and then I enter the spacing X and spacing Z, and then the number of lines around design and grid setup. So save as default. And it will look like in the black screen. So I change the range X. And there is my grid. You can click on the View tab and pan if you wanted to move the grid. And then I will enter the Tools tab and add support. I choose 6 points for my support. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6 support. After I clicked on the support, on the right side there are column positions and all the details automatically enter. You can zoom all if you wanted to look it. Don't forget to save your project while you utilize it. So for the next step, we can click on the left screen, which is on column dimension. As you can see, there are 6 columns and there are 2 shapes, which is rectangular or circular and octagonal. So for this project, I used rectangular, and there are given column length and column width. So I choose the size as it. appears in the screen. After we've done setting with the column dimensions, we click on the pedestal and anchor bolt. So for this one, the consider pedestal, I change it all to yes. So if you can see, there are changes on the support foundation. So next is we going to create a new load case. You can click on the load and factors and then create new load case. So on the right side of the screen, it shows the load title, load case type, and everything. So for this example, I will create two type of load, which is dead load and live load. And then after you create the load case, you can don't forget to save your project. And after you create the load case, you can enter the load value in each of every load case. So you can just click on the load case at the right. So the reaction load value, you can utilize it, the value. So you can choose your own value, the fx, fy, and for the fz. And the reaction will appear under the loads on foundation column support reaction. For dead load, I put two types of reaction. Meanwhile, for the live load, I only put one reaction. And the next step is that you assign the load on the column that you want. You can just click Control and click on the foundation that you want and assign load. And the load will appear. After this step, you can generate load combination and then it will appear right at the right screen. So that is how I utilize my project example.